Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And I was looking there for the button to go live and I'm already gone live. Just bear with me till I get... See if I can find myself. Oh, bear with me. Right, so I do have an email telling me that I am live on my own channel. So let's just see if we can find ourselves. View your channel. Here we go. All right. Oh, hi, Larry. I didn't know who would come in because you're sneaking in at work. Hi, Emma. I just saw this idea on Pinterest and thought, I could do that. I could try that out. So I've got the bits together, but I haven't actually put it together to see if it works. Now, the Pinterest, I can't show you the Pinterest pin that started me off, but it's the card I saw was by Ardith Percy Robb. She's a Canadian card maker. I think her YouTube channel is quite simply Ardith. If you search for her, you'll find her quite easily. So she has, I've been aware of her for quite a long time, but I haven't been watching her. So I think that's something I need to change because I see she's got quite a lot of good ideas on there. So I will have a wee sneak on there. So my idea is I can make 2 cards from one of a lot of things. So then I realised I've got 2 die. I've used 2 die sets, but hey, you can let me off with that. So I've got 1 stamp set. I'll pop it over the way there because it causes glare. Really just for sentiments, I've got that. I've taken 1 sheet of basic white, cut it into 4 pieces, 2 for each card. I've taken this sheet of peach pie because it was lying in on my desk and it's getting a bit squishy squash, so I thought let's just use it up. And I've got a piece of this, what's it called? What's this called? Something about life or something. It's full of life. It's bright colours, it is full of life. So yeah, the SDS piece, I needed 1 piece of it. And hopefully I'll get 2 cards. So I've cut 1 piece of the DSP to the same size as my piece of my layer of white. That can be whatever you choose. So anyway, I'm going to stop and take a wee breath. So as I say, I didn't know if anyone would come and join, but as I'm really quite a lazy videoer, I didn't want to record it because then I have to edit it, blah blah, and upload it and everything. Whereas if I go live, it's straight out there, and some people might come and chat to me, as has Lani and Emma. Hi guys, and Joanna, hello. Hello. So let's see what happens. I have not got a picture to show you, but what I'm going to do is I put all my layers out of the way just now. I've got my piece of designer series paper. It's got these squares on the back. With hindsight, I might have cut this so that I didn't have that wider white border, but we'll work with it. Okay, we will work with it. And all I've got is the second largest of the stitched circle dies from this, is it Simply Stitched? I had it out, I don't know where I put it. You'd think I would have laid it handy to just share with you what I'm using. Couldn't organise anything. What about Stylish Shapes dies? Oh, fab. I'm glad to be here with you. Right, so this Full of Life, as I say, this wasn't a full 6x6, and I thought, but it was big enough to cut it to fit to the same size as my layer. So I am eyeballing this because that's the way I roll. I'm just going to cut that. I'm roughly putting that in roughly the middle. I have no idea if it really is the middle. You know, you can measure it all up, but even when I try to measure things up, I still get it wrong. So I'm just going to go with what I get. But I do want to just take a wee precaution now that I've laid that there and just use a little bit of, what's this called? Washi tape. Now I'm going to have to be careful taking this off again, but because I'm going to be using both sides of this. But we'll pop that there. And I've got one scrap of black, and I've got this one die, the Happy Birthday die, from, what's it called, that set? Just Wanted to Say. Great die set. Lots of greetings in it. But I just, for the purposes of this card in my head anyway, this might not work, because I see I'm using different things to what the lady had done. Let's pop that in there and just quickly cut that. I hate bringing my machine on because my camera's all at the wrong height for this, but we'll just do it and then it's done. It's just all awkward with a camera. It's not awkward when I've not got a camera up. Where's the die now? Giving myself a fright. So this cuts out happy and birthday as separate words, which should work for my idea. Oh, cheers, Shaz. Thanks for the thumbs up. That's a really good help, everybody. Please. I haven't been coming on quite as much lately, and do you know what? My numbers are falling. So I'm going to try and be on more and bump up my... But do you know, if you're able to share this out at all, that would be fab. So I've got happy and birthday. Right. Actually seeing a third idea there, but we'll talk about that one later. Let's just put that to the side, but that does have some potential. Right, so I've got my happy, my birthday. Let's get this die and we'll just get this die off. Now, what I want to do is pop this, line it back up, just use my washi tape again that's come off the die, and just hold them together there just now. And I want to cut this in half. Now this will work. This is 10 centimeters wide, so I'm going to cut it in half at 5, because 5 is half of 10, isn't it? It's that time of the day where it might not be. And I've cut that in half. Now just lay that out the way and get the trimmer out of the way. So this won't probably, well, it might get longer because you know what I'm like, I'll start fapping. So I need one of these layers. And what's going to happen here is this bit is going to be glued to there. So I'm going to take this very, very carefully, okay, and I'm going to glue that on there. But did I check to see if my, oh, that's okay. Oh, it's all okay. This white bit doesn't matter because it's going to be glued down here. So does anyone know where I'm going with this? So I am just getting some wet glue on this bit. You might have already seen cards done this. I have a vague recollection of this layout somewhere else, but it's vague. A wee jam jar here to hold that still. Right, so now I've cut these, the DSP, the designer series paper and the card layer to the same size, just because I think that makes this whole system simpler. Then I want my stamp set out. Now I've chosen this set simply because the happy and the birthday, they're together but they're not too big. And I want my Memento white ink. And a bit of a post-it note. Don't need much here. Right, so that I'm going to have, so I want the happy, and then the birthday's going to go there, and I want the happy up here. But I don't want birthday because I've got birthday there. And I want to stamp this first before I do anything else. You need a block, Janice. Guys, I've been swimming this afternoon, and yeah, I did over 3/4 of a mile. For me is a lot. Yeah, man, feeling it. I'm feeling it. But you know what they say, no pain, no gain. So, and yeah, Shaz, I'm grateful that I can swim. Because you'll not be able to for a wee while, even if you want to. Yeah, I am grateful that I have enough health to be able to do some swimming. Not awful good at walking because I get bored. I'm just holding this with my fingers because I'm just going to ink up the happy and then take that away. And I'm going to deliberately do this squint because now what's going to happen now is the other half of the circle is going on there. Well, obviously with wet glue. And then I'm going to pop this across there. But I did wonder if, no, I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I think we'll just keep it simple because it is like a clean and simple style card. So let's just keep it that way. Of course, why did I not put the sticky back on there? That would have been sensible, wouldn't it? Just take that off there gently when you're taking, if you use washi tape, because if it's been squeezed too tight it potentially could rip your paper, so you just have to take your time. Hi Judy, and you come. Seat by the fire or the aircon, whatever suits you. Hello Miss Ruth, and you come. So please budge up and let everybody in. As I say, choose fire or aircon, whichever suits your needs to do, and get a drink and something to eat from the table. So say that I just thought this was a quick as I was planning to do a live today. This was not what I was planning to do, but I have had a practice at the other thing I was trying to do, so I thought, right, do this one first while it's in your head. and then hopefully I'll come on tomorrow or Thursday and do t'other one. What are you thinking? Nice and simple. And as I say, I am still on this pledge to use up scraps and bits that are lying around. Now, I thought peach pie was okay. Well, one, because it was lying on my desk, but two, because there is peach pie in here. So we'll just go with that. Now, if you were organised, you could do a batch of these, no bother. How you feeling today, Ruth? After your busy time? So the birthday. So you've got that at that angle. We go that way with this. So really, if you need to do a batch, I'm thinking, you know, we need to look at some Christmas, because if you're doing batch making Christmas cards, this might be a good way to go. It's a nice wee sketch, isn't it? Composition, whatever. You've just had a wee snooze. Well, actually, I was getting to a stage where I thought I was going to have a wee snooze. I was crocheting and watching some Olympics, watching the girls skateboarding. Wow. One of them is 13 and another one is 14. And I said to Peter, I certainly couldn't watch my child do that. I was like, no, oh. I was like, I wanted to run and pick them up when they fell. So is that clean and simple, do you think? What do you think? Well, let me know your opinions. Right, this one, did she get her, where's our, Janice. Here are my things for them things. My words are not here with me. I must have. Did she get the bronze, Ruth? Aren't they fantastic? I know, they just get straight back up. I was like, oh, get your mum. But the pads and things that they've got, they do help, don't they? Right, and let's just cover up Happy this time, because we've got a Happy and the die, see? Are you with me now? My two from ones. If it's from the ones, isn't it? Right, birthday. I'm just checking. Oh, why have I inked that up? I'm not ready for it. Ah. See, I stopped to talk. I shouldn't do that, should I? Right, so the other half of the paper, of course, one of these pieces was for the inside. So this time, we'll use the other side with the Rubik's Cube squares. And if you watched my video the other day, do you know what? I'm just going to hold that while that ink is there. Just make sure that goes there. That birthday. Right, just not to waste that ink or end up putting my fingers in it. Right, so glue. This paper is so lovely. Are you in the bath watching me, Shaz? Oh my goodness, I'm not sure I can cope with that image. Yeah. So you made a gold entrance. I would probably think that getting out is probably not a spectator sport. Well, do you know what? Between you and your husband, you fill my head with some images, I can tell you. Shaz is the lady whose husband gets out of bed and swats flies in his birthday suit. Now I've told the world. And then that's going there, see? Oh, Joanna. Yeah, I know. So, if I ever meet the two of you, please forgive me if I giggle immediately. Well, I didn't say if I ever, when I meet you both, you'll know. You'll know what I'm thinking as I giggle my hello. What are you thinking of this idea? Look at me, whoops, saying look at me remembering to use the tweezers for this job. Oh no, we need this for there. It needs to go on the card base. Where's my bound folder gone? Now obviously they need a little bit of bling on there. What have we got that's nice and colourful? Are these tinsel gems or something like that? Are these still, I think these are still current as well, aren't they? These bright and colourful. And then we've got the in colour, the new name. I don't know, we'll just have a look, will we? The bigger the splash, the higher the medal. Very good. I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, I do know what I'm doing here, because look. Right, so could you tell me where my pokey tool thing is? What's it called? Take your pick. It seems, mine seems to take its leave. Oh, there it is. It just disappears sometimes. I would just use these green, because they've all the colours in here anyway. It's a bit alright, isn't it? What are these called? Does anyone know what any of these are? Look, I think that's got a strong blue in there, so I'm just going to go with that. I just felt that maybe wanted a bit more. I don't know. Right. If I was a decent demonstrator, I would tell you about what they were all from, but they're all in the annual catalogue, so you can have a wee look. Oh, your knee scooter. How did you go on with that? I remember that being suggested when I hurt my Achilles a few years ago. Right, I should have another one of these to pop inside. But I could do that later because I've decided I've got this other idea going on in my head. So I might make another card. See, I didn't keep all the bits that got thrown out of there, but I still think there's potential in that. Because we could just use a black pen. And so what about... See, look. I've not even checked to see, is that straight? Let's have a wee... It was literally a scrap. No idea what's going on here. Yeah, 7.5 that way is nice and straight. This bit's not straight. I knew there was something just wasn't. Right, so if we just take a bit off there. And just to even it up, we'll just take a wee bit off there. Take it to 10. Not that it matters, because I'm really just giving you some ideas to use more scraps. This is basically a simple, so I have a white card base lie in there. And look, it's needing use because it's getting mucky. I'm thinking we just... What's wrong with that? Every time you tell us about anything Dave's done, what we say, what was he wearing? Right. I just want to take a wee smidgen off this so it just goes right across the card. Crash, bang, wallop. If I'd been clever and kept all the little bitties, but I didn't see this possibility. So again, this is just using up leftovers. I think some of these, when I did the Rubik's Cube box for the Stampin' Around UK video hop, have you all watched that? The Stampin' Around UK video hop from the 1st of the month. The hop was really good, and this theme was 3D. And I've got my boxes just lying here. If you haven't seen it, go forth and have a look. Yeah, that video went out on Thursday last week. I think I might just do something ridiculous like that. What do you think? Yeah, I've had a quick look at them all. I need to go now round it and leave comments for everybody. Just putting this at a jaunty angle. Probably should have put some more glue in there with that. Now, if you think that you want, you could go in and just do some circles with a black pen. This is ancient. I've had this since I first started with Stampin' Up. They don't do them anymore. It's a journaling pen, but I have used it so much. I wish they still did them. There you go. Waste not, want not, and maybe we can have some more of this. These bright colours here, what we got. What are these called? These are super. Not got a lot of them left. It doesn't want to come off, that's great. It's like the women can't make any decisions. I'm going to stop. Obviously you can decorate as much as you can. Look, you can sort of see the bits on the desk all started to spill in, so it's time to stop and have a look at what we've made. So kind of clean and simple, don't you think? As I say, the lady's called Ardith that I got this, and if you Google or just search in YouTube, just Ardith, and you will get her. Pardon me, she has quite a lot of lovely cards. Pardon me. So, a wee afternoon's crafting that I hadn't really planned, but please share it out if you can and help me get these numbers up again. Yep, I'll get growing again. Get back into it for a wee while. So thanks very much. Please be careful, everyone out there. I hope you have some help and support to get out the bath, Shaz. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their, what day is this? Tuesday. Yeah, the rest of Tuesday. I hope it's good. So actually, kind of got probably nearly 3 cards out of one sheet of 6x6 if I had been careful how I cut that, but this one's off a different sheet, and that's the same die as they came out of. So not creating more scraps, because sometimes that's what happens when you start using your scraps. you end up, just let you have a wee quick dizzy around. When you start using your scraps, somehow or another, they seem to breed. And I'll just see if I can. So yeah, thanks very much. Look, I've got the swimming here with a koozlik here. Cool. Anyway, take care, everybody. Look after yourselves. Bye.